Hello and welcome back to the Football Pyramid, our weekly quiz show. You know the rules by now. We ask two contestants 8 questions of ascending difficulty to see how far they can rise up the English Football Pyramid, from the National League to the pinnacle, the Champions League champions. Our two contestants today, we've got returning champion Henry Hill and just Michael McCubbin. Welcome, boys, and each of you will be given 3 lifelines. You'll be given 50-50, request a clue, and super sub, where you can call a friend for an answer, for advice on the answer rather. If they get an answer right, they move up a level. If they get it wrong, they drop down. It really is that simple. Henry, I bet you're feeling pretty smug in this arena right now. You've won one of these.
I am. I mean, I will say I'm slightly nervous on the basis that we're following Danny and Sonny, who obviously both completed it last week in a pretty epic episode. However, I'm hoping to see more history today with McCubbin. Or maybe we won't see. I think maybe it might be the latter. I've got a hunch that this hot losing streak he's got going on might just continue a little longer.
Sorry?
I was going to say, how much is this grating on you now?
I'm just hoping for some fair questions this week, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
I'm obviously an avid watcher of the show, and it just seems to be that there's a bit of a running theme in terms of the kind of calibre of questions towards the end of the show when I'm on it compared to when others are on it. So yeah, I'm just hoping. I just want justice, really. After what seemed to be a Spurs-themed kind of lap of honour for Sonny and Danny last week. Questions like, how many goals has Harry Kane scored this season? What's Mauricio Pochettino's favourite dinner? Stuff like that.
Mikey, I completed the Football Pyramid using a lifeline in my first question in National League and still managed to do it. So honestly, I don't know how you're making such a song and dance about this.
Well, that's the thing, Henry. That's the thing. I've been consistent every week. Every single time I've been on this, I've been consistently very good. And yet, I'm always tripped up by some ridiculous question towards the end. So yeah, hoping for justice today.
We'll
justice
see.
For the Sattles champion. 2018.
Yeah, Sattles champion. We might have to take away your belt in a couple of episodes. That's right. McCubbs, would you like? I've got a pen lid. It's in my right or left hand.
Oh,
Which
God.
hand is it in?
Oh God, we're not doing the coin flip this time.
I've lost my coin.
It's in it's in your left hand, I think, Dukes.
It's actually not. It's in my right. Henry, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second, please.
Perfect.
Take the pressure on.
Here we go. Right, McCubbs, your first question comes in from Murtaza, and it's which team plays at Craven Cottage? A. Fulham, B. Half Ham, C. West Ham, or D. Anzi Makalaka?
Well, there we go. That question was clearly meant for Henry, but luckily he chose me to go first. Craven Cottage, it's Fulham.
Correct, it's not Half Ham. Well
Imaginative.
done. Into League 2, no errors so far. Henry, your question in the National League comes in from Brad Orobello. Who is Chelsea's main sponsor for the 2020-21 season? A. Chevrolet, B. 3, C. American Express, or D. Kazoo?
It is B3.
Correct, well done. Into the National League as well. Well done, boys. No slip-ups so far. McCubbs, your question in League 2 comes in from Ferdy Boy. And it's what is Ronaldo, brackets R9's, last name? A. Nazarato, B. Nazimi, C. Nazario, or D. Dalima?
It is C. Nazario.
Locking that in?
Yeah.
Correct. Well done. You're going up to League 1. He was never going to get that wrong. Big fan of Ronaldo Nazario is our McCubbs. Henry, your next question comes in from A1 Lucas P. Who won the 2018 World Cup Golden Boot? A. Mbappe, B. Ronaldo, C. Denis Cheryshev, or D. Harry Kane?
God, I did actually have a little mind blank for a second there. But it
Henry.
was, thanks to that thrilling hat-trick against Panama, I believe it was Harry Kane.
Correct, well done. Blimey, Henry. A little bit nervy there.
Yeah.
After all that chat,
Congratulations.
can't embarrass yourself in League 2. But anyway, we're moving up to League 1. McCubbs, your question comes in from Shivananch Shakar. Serge Gnabry famously scored 4 goals in a 7-2 win in the Champions League. Who was it against? A. Spurs, B. Chelsea, C. Red Star Belgrade, or D. Olympiacos?
God, it's a bit of a Spurs theme to this week as well, isn't it? Yeah, it was Spurs.
Correct, well done. Going up to the Championship. Henry, your question comes in from Jordan Bernard. Which team holds the record for fewest Premier League points in a season? A. Derby County, B. Sunderland, C. Aston Villa, or D. Huddersfield?
having a shocker this season too, I believe that is still Derby County.
You locking that in?
Yes.
Henry, you were in League One. You needed this to get into the Championship. You've gone with Derby. And you were correct. Well done. Yes. Just 11 points, I believe it was.
I'm sensing a bit of nerves here, Henry. I'm sensing a bit of nerves.
I'm sensing 3 out of 3. It's your game.
Love it. The fighting talk.
I've got a free shot at this, McCubbin. Don't you forget. You focus on your job in hand, which is joining me on the top table.
You were still in the winners' enclosure. You were still in nappies when I was winning Stat Wars in 2018. I've been around the block.
That show's outdated, just like your knowledge, mate.
Wow.
Right, decorum, people.
Good.
We need some grace and decorum. This is getting out of hand. This is crazy for the football pyramid. McCubbs, you're in the Championship. Your question comes in from Shrishik Kathari. Which current Premier League manager has played under Jose Mourinho and won a Champions League under him? A. Frank Lampard, B. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, C. Nuno Espirito Santo, or D. Mikel Arteta?
God, it's got to be Nuno Espirito Santo. I didn't realise he was part of that Porto squad, but he must have been. He definitely wasn't the starting keeper. Because Lampard didn't win it under him. So, yeah, it can't be Lampard. It's got to be Nuno Espirito Santo.
You locking that in?
Yep. George Mendes connection, I guess, isn't it?
McCubbs, you were in the Championship. You were sort of umming and ahhing. You've gone with Nuno Espirito Santo. And you're going up to the Premier League. Well done. He was the backup keeper. Henry, your question comes in from Rory Hutchison. What is the name of Scotland's national stadium? A. Celtic Park, B. Ibrox, C. Hampden Park, or D. Claggan Park?
Luckily, I just wrote a script on Scotland, which I think you can see soon on EFT Explains. I believe that's Hampden Park. C.
Correct. Well done. You're going up to the Premier League. Lads, you're flying. You're both in the Premier League. No lifelines used. Surely this is the time for McCubbin to break his duck. His next question comes...
We'll see what the questions say now. This is where they usually get a little bit slimy.
Oh, we'll see. Well, Ritab Pandy's got the next one. Let's see how slimy it is for you. Who is the current manager of Ligue 1 side Lille? A. Julien Stepan, B. Christophe Galtier, C. Patrice Garand, or D. Paulo Sousa?
God, unless they've changed quickly recently, it's Christophe Galtier, I think.
Locking that in?
Yes.
Well done, McCubbs. You're going up to the Europa League. Okay, Henry, your question comes in from Connor Kinsella. Who was the first ever Premier League Golden Boot winner? A. Dion Dublin, B. Alan Shearer, C. Teddy Sheringham, or D. Andy Cole? I believed we got asked this on Jacko's Friday quiz.
Yeah, we did, and I thought the answer was Dwight York.
Oh, God. I think Dwight York was even in the Prem.
This is so annoying because I've known all of McCubbins so far. Right, what are the options? Can you just read the question again?
All of yours too.
Sure. Who is the first ever Premier League Golden Boot winner? A. Dion Dublin, B. Alan Shearer, C. Teddy Sheringham, or D. Andy Cole?
It's an easy one, this.
Well, it's not Dion Dublin, obviously.
Why not?
Don't slag off Dion.
No, look, anyone who invents the Jube music box is a hero in my books, but it's not him on this occasion. Andy Cole, Teddy Sheringham. I don't think it was Andy Cole
or Alan Shearer.
Are you ruling out Alan Shearer for me, Doogie? Is that what you're just?
No, it's just you didn't mention him, so I just wanted to, to have all fair options. I was trying to be fair, actually, but
look at this unsporting behaviour once again from Henry Hill.
Some people just can't take it, can they?
Right, Teddy Sheringham. Did Teddy Sheringham ever win the Golden Boot? Surely it was Alan Shearer. I'm going to request a clue, please.
Your clue was he was playing for Spurs at the time.
That must be Teddy Sheringham.
Locking that in?
Yeah, Teddy Sheringham.
Henry, you were in the Premier League. You used your clue. You've gone with Teddy Sheringham. And you're joining McCubbs in the Europa League.
Good use of the lifeline there, Henry.
Ooh, I didn't even know he played for Spurs, you know. But
played for Spurs twice.
He loved it at Spurs. Right. McCubbs, as you say, this is where it ramps up, gets a little slimy. We're in the Europa League. Your question comes in from Philosophical Hoodrat.
Wow.
Which team did Hakim Ziyech play for before Ajax?
Oh, this is a joke.
A. AZ Alkmaar, B. Herenveen, C. Twente, or D. PSV?
Oh, I believe it was Twente.
You locking that in?
Yes.
Speedy response from McCubbs. You've gone with Twente in the Europa League. And you're going up to the Champions League. Well,
the questions are coming in for me this week, you know? The questions are coming in for me.
Although I have to say that Philosophical Hoodrat actually got the answer wrong. So I had to check that. So
that's a sneaky question.
Hoodrat, sort yourself out.
That's a sneaky question because Heerenveen was his first club, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Right? Was it? I didn't even know that, to be fair. He was brought to Twente as a replacement for Dusan Tadic, wasn't he?
Oh, look at you two just showing off about your Twente knowledge. No one cares. Get on with the quiz.
What's Steve McLaren was with them as well, wasn't he? Or was that
famously so? Famously so.
Steve McLaren was
with them, didn't he?
Does anyone else want to drop in anything about Twente, Ziyech, or the Eredivisie while we move on? Right, Henry.
Okay.
Let's get on with it. Your question comes in from Jack Davey in the Europa League. Which of these players does not have a Champions League medal? A. Ryan Bertrand. B. Roque Santa Cruz. C. Jonathan Biambini. Or D. Benny McCarthy.
Oh, that's a toughie, man. That's a toughie.
Well, I mean, okay, so Roque Santa Cruz has won it with Bayern Munich. Benny McCarthy won it with Porto under Jose Mourinho. Who was the first one?
Ryan Bertrand.
Ryan Bertrand famously started their one. So it's the one player I haven't heard of. I mean, it could be. It's the only other one it could be is Santa Cruz, and I've just got it wrong. But I'm pretty sure he was at Bayern Munich when they won it in the 01-02 season, the same year as Owen Hargreaves, as I'm sure McCubs well knows. So let's go for Biambi on that one. And if I'm wrong, then at least
I've Jonathan Biambini.
Yeah,
very confident.
Locking that in.
Very confident.
Henry, you were in the Europa League. You've gone with C. Jonathan Biambini, and you're going up to the Champions League too, mate.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. Good knowledge.
Right. This is where it really ramps up. McCubs, you're in the Champions League. Your question comes in from Jarif 57810010.
Already good.
Who was the only team that managed to do the double over Leicester City in their title-winning season? A. Liverpool, B. Arsenal, C. Man City, or D. Man United? And I've got to say, you've got 2 questions left, but you've got all 3 lifelines.
I think it was. I was going to say Liverpool, but in fact, I'm pretty sure it was Arsenal because they beat them. They smashed them at the start of the season. I'm pretty sure. Alexis Sanchez masterclass, and then Danny Welbeck got that header, and everyone thought Arsenal was going to win the league, including myself. So yeah, I'm going to go with Arsenal.
You locking that in?
They won the league, right? Yeah.
Yeah, in Leicester's title-winning season. Okay, McCubs, you were in the Champions League. You've gone with Arsenal, having thought initially it was Liverpool. And you're now just 1 question away for about the 5th time.
I must admit, after actually, no, I'm not going to say it. No, I will say it, because who knows? The last question might be awful, but having moaned about the questions at the start, this is by far the easiest questions I've ever had on this show.
Really? Sometimes you just know them, sometimes you don't.
This is outrageous. I'm getting asked questions about Jonathan Biambini and Benny McCarthy, and he has to just decide.
Everyone knows
Benny McCarthy. This is a joke. Champions League.
He's got
everyone knows that Bertrand, Santa Cruz, and McCarthy have won a Champions League.
Let me just say this now.
Sportsmanlike behaviour right here. We can't have this level of moaning on a show like this, on a prestigious game show like this.
If you can't complete the show with 3 lifelines, then you are a joke. Okay, I want that on record right now. So
you're going Kevin Keegan on me now.
I think you're on your last warning, mate. You're never coming back on this show.
This is 1996.
I've never seen such unsporting behaviour.
Henry, it's pretty disgusting, actually.
I've done a few old twatticos with Joe. So, right. Your question comes in from C_Hatcher. Which of the following wasn't part of the Invincible squad of 2003-04? A. Gael Clichy, B. Jeremy Adiadier, David Seaman, also known as David Seaman, or D. Jose Antonio Reyes?
I mean, pretty sure Seaman was in goal. Pretty sure Clichy was part of the squad. Jeremy Adiadier, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's definitely the youngest out of all of those guys, maybe with Clichy as well, and Reyes. Oh, Reyes, was Reyes there? Oh, this is so annoying.
It was easy, mate. I'd have got this.
I'm going to use my super sub, please.
Mm-hmm.
Which Arsenal fan? Dave Jackson. Can you call Dave Jackson, please, Doogie?
Okay. Right.
I thought you were going to go for the classic George there, but that's left.
He is an Arsenal fan, isn't he? He is a fan. You know what? Let's call Dave. Let's get someone else involved. And if he doesn't know,
Dave should know this. If Dave doesn't.
Dave's
know
also
this,
quite a bit older.
Very bad Arsenal fan.
Hello, mate.
Hey, Jacko, you're live on the football. You're live on the football pyramid.
Oh, lovely stuff, mate. Lovely stuff.
You're trying to help out Henry. He's in the Champions League, but he needs this question. Which of the following wasn't part of the Invincible squad of 2003-04?
Yeah.
Clichy, Ali Adier, David Seaman, or Jose Antonio Reyes?
David Seaman. Straight in there.
Really?
Yeah, who was a player who wasn't?
Wasn't, yeah.
Yeah, Dave Seaman was not part of the Invincibles.
Henry, do you want to go with that?
100%. 100%.
He is sure.
Are you getting ready to ignore the Arsenal fan here, Henry?
I would bet my everything.
No.
He bet everything he owns on it.
Because the two goalkeepers were Graham Stack and Jens Lehmann. There's no Dave.
I mean,
it was Jens Lehmann, wasn't it? Yeah. All right. Go for Seaman.
Henry, you were in the Champions League. You called Dave Jackson after considering calling George. And it was a great choice because you're going up to the Champions League winning question. Thanks so much, Jacko.
That's all right, mate.
Nailed it.
Bye.
Good man.
Okay. For the second week in a row, we have two people that can complete the show. Whew. Okay, McCubs, you're first.
Here we go.
You've been here before. You've got all three lifelines remaining. Your question comes in from Mohammed Alvin. Which side became the 40th overall to reach the Champions League final? A. Dortmund, B. Atletico, C. Tottenham, or D. Chelsea?
The 40th overall to reach the Champions League final. Is that Champions League / European Cup or just Champions League? I'm assuming European Cup.
I think it's European Cup, yeah.
I mean, it's probably not Dortmund because they did it back in the 90s. Chelsea, Atleti and Tottenham, I think, have all reached it for the first time in the last 10 years. I'm going to go for a clue. I was hoping to be able to complete the quiz without any lifelines, but this is definitely a lifeliner. Okay,
your clue is
yeah,
they have won 2 top flight titles.
Is that Spurs then? Or is that Atleti? Because Atleti, I can only remember Atleti winning 2, but did they win more back in the day? I feel like they must have. Dortmund must have won more than 2 Bundesliga. So it's got to be Spurs or Atleti. Spurs seems topical because they were the last new team to reach the final. But I'm not going to take any chances on this one when the prize is so close.
Mate, it's heated up.
I'm going to go for a 50-50. And if the 50-50 is Spurs or Atletico, I might even ring Sonny.
Your 50-50 is Dortmund or Spurs.
Okay, it's got to be Tottenham.
You locking that in?
I'm locking in Tottenham, yeah.
McCubs, this is about your 4th or 5th time getting to this point. You need this to finally be crowned a football pyramid champion, joining the 8 or 9 who have done it before.
8 or 9? Come on.
You've gone with Spurs.
Go on, McCubs.
You've gone with Spurs. And you were correct. Well done. We have a new football pyramid champion. Congratulations to Michael McCubbin.
Feels good. Justice has been served. That's all I'm saying. Justice has finally been served after all these months.
He's got the monkey off his back. Congratulations to McCubbs. We'll come to you in just a second. We'll see whether Henry can also complete the show.
Here we go. This would make it all the more sweeter, Henry, if you were to stumble at this last moment.
Henry, your question comes in from Jack Garfield. And it's who won the European Cup in the 1981-82 season? A. Bayern Munich, B. Aston Villa, C. Nottingham Forest, or D. Real Madrid?
I think I know this one.
I mean, you know this one, do you?
I'm pretty sure.
Right, great. Okay, let's take the 50-50. Let's take the 50-50.
Your 50-50 is Bayern Munich or Aston Villa.
Those were the 2 options I was thinking of, to be fair.
Oh my goodness. Aston Villa, you say?
I did say Aston Villa, yeah.
Was Jack Grealish playing then?
I was on their Wikipedia page recently. I'm just trying to visualise
the Villa knowledge, mate. Section.
Oh, McCubbin, I was very quiet during your... Honestly, McCubbin, you've had the green slope of football pyramid
here we
questions,
go.
mate. This has been the easy. You've trickled in. I mean,
yeah, I've been on Reds and Blacks for the last 8 or 9 episodes.
Oh, not true.
Right, Henry, we're gonna have to speed you along, mate.
I deserve the green slope finally.
All right, Bayern Munich or Aston Villa?
Good show. It's a quick show.
Have Aston Villa won the Champions League? I didn't. Obviously, Bayern Munich's a more obvious shout. Sorry, Bayern Munich. Lock that in.
Locked in?
Yeah.
Henry, you needed this to complete the show for the second time. You've gone with Bayern Munich. And you are wrong. Yeah, that Aston Villa script didn't come in handy. Henry, that's gutting, but we've got to go to our new champion, Michael McCubbin. Congratulations. There's a bottle of champagne to you in the post. How are you feeling?
Thank you. That's so kind. I didn't realise that was what came to the winners. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Quite a much easier episode than I was anticipating, to be fair, considering I'd really been hit with the tough questions over the last few months. Really taken their toll on me, but nice to finally get a decent run at it and take home the prize.
Congratulations, a really epic win.
Henry, despite all the fighting talk, you're a very good competitor today.
Oh, isn't that gracious?
For a little bit of trivia though, for any of those kind of questions that come up around that, I think that Aston Villa win was part of a 6 or 7 year period where only English teams won it.
Look at that! He's just getting your head and shoving it into the mud. I love that.
Thank you,
Henry. How are you feeling after that? I mean, you talked the talk. You couldn't quite walk the walk on the day.
If the 50-50 is Aston Villa or Bayern Munich, why am I going for Bayern Munich? There's a reason Aston Villa are there. Oh, this is a nightmare. You're
going to be thinking about this for the rest of the week.
This is so dumb of me. This was actually one of my better performances on the Football Pyramid. I do want to say a big congratulations to McCubbin.
Thank you.
Amidst the madness, I concede defeat, and he is a worthy winner, even if his questions were GCSE standard. But
it's like a little bit
great show,
about that conceding that, Henry. Reluctant.
Listen,
a little bit salty.
It's 1-1 now, McCubbin, so we'll meet again.
You will meet again. You will meet again.
Don't know where, don't know when.
That's all we've got time for on the Football Pyramid for this week. Send your congratulations to Michael McCubbin. Give Henry a bit of abuse in the comments for talking the big game.
Please,
don't forget to DM me on
Twitter. Don't forget to DM me on Twitter and Instagram with your questions for next week. And if you're going to send them in, make sure they're right, philosophical hood rat, because that was nearly wrong. I nearly derailed the whole show. So make sure they are right. About 3 or 4 a week I have to correct. So make sure they are right. Guys, what should they go and watch now, McCubs?
They should go and watch the Scout Report that came out yesterday. I think it came out yesterday. Go and watch last week's Football Pyramid with Sonny and Danny, and go and watch EFD Explained. We've got ones on Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Perfect. Anything from you, Henry?
Yeah, check out the podcast this week. There's a classic rant with Pato about Arsenal, which is always good fun. And also, any Football Manager fans out there on Football Daily, we've got a top 10 of the top 10 Wonder Kids to find on the game. Some real niche names and suggestions there, so go check that out if you are playing the game.
Perfect. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.